All right, welcome to the Playground Talks podcast. I'm your host, Pinky the Brain, aka the voice of the Midwest. And as you know, anything goes on the playground. And today, the playground's doing victory laps.
Yeah.
As we talk to Tone the Boss. What's up?
What up, Pink? It's about time.
Hold on. You get the applause. Hold on.
Hey, let's get
you
it.
get the applause.
Where's that?
Where's that? Hold on. Let me see. There we go.
Okay. Yes, thank you. I would like to thank
Right. Hold on. That's coming. We'll practice that. I know. I see some of those definitely in your future.
Yes, thank you.
So how you been?
I've been good. So hold on.
I
got a little intro
that's
too.
Right. I got jumped right in. Go ahead.
What we gonna do? We're doing a simulcast.
Yes.
So she's gonna release the audio version. I'm gonna release the video version. It's gonna be super hype. So let me get in the tone, host, guest, interviewer. We doing everything today. I'm excited. So let me get it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Talking Top Tier. And this one is a very special simulcast, a duocast. It's something like that, something like a podcast, video, audio. And I am with Pinky the Brain from the Playground. Can we get those claps? Can we get the applause?
Let's get the applause.
Where's that?
Hey, thank you very much.
I love it.
No, thank you so much for finally sitting down with me. You're a busy man. We've been trying to plan
So are you. You be
this.
working.
I'm trying to get like you.
Hey, we there. We in there.
We in there for sure. So for those that don't know, if you don't know, then I really don't. Are you Amish? Like, do you not have any internet? Are you not on
no
any
electricity
socials?
at all?
Because my guy is everywhere right now.
A little bit.
And I mean, it's because you might have heard. I don't know if y'all heard of this little thing. They played a football game during the Riri concert. First of all,
the ball around,
Let's talk about that. It's so disrespectful. Like Riri had a baby shower and a concert, and they just had a whole football game during her thing. But we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Her little announcement party,
right? I'm like, okay. They had a little football game, Super Bowl, and the Chiefs won. Shout out to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Kansas City fans around here. But
shout out to that ref.
Absolutely.
We'll
talk about that. That's a whole other podcast, Tone. That's a whole
that ref changed my life, baby.
Hey, so shout out to him, right?
Big
Let's
shout
reach out
That's
to him.
genuine. All right. Thank you, sir.
No, but for real, so it did because you had the success. We'll go back a little bit. You had the success with "Give Me My Ring."
Yeah.
That was played for the Warrior. Was it the Warriors championship ring video? Right.
Yeah.
Went nuts. That was everywhere. The city went crazy. The city went crazy. They couldn't believe it. You got you got the interview off of that too, right? You got some local media coverage off of that.
Over 2 million plays on their video.
Boy, talk your shit.
Bruh. They had a library over millions of songs that they could have chose. This is not something. One idiot, it's my boy, but one idiot hit me up like, hey, bro, how much did you have to pay the Warriors for them to use their motherfucker? Do you know how much money they would even, how much they're worth? I ain't got shit to offer them if I offered them everything I had. So, this was literally, they chose my song, luckily, out of millions of songs available to them. The year before, they used a song by Kid Cudi. So, now we're in those type of conversations. And they chose Give Me My Ring. And it's just, everything's been phenomenal since then, unreal. I used to say sky's the limit, but we're in the sky and we're dancing with the stars for real. We up there. I'm trying to get creative to make a new dream now. That's just Give Me My Ring really kicked off a lot of craziness in what we already been working towards. And we had goals and big things we were still doing, but once that happened, it's okay, there's nothing we can't do.
Right. Obviously. Because from there, not only, so now you got the success from Give Me My Ring and things are starting to come into play for you.
Yep.
You get the news about Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what that's like, first of all. Because, for every independent artist out here, they dream that one day they get a call like that.
I got the call. And what's crazy is that part, this one I worked for. Yeah. I will say I worked for, and it's not something I can even take credit for. This is something that the team pushed me towards. Big shout outs to Chuck because he get on my fucking nerves for all the best reasons. He be on my ass. We be screaming, cussing each other out And he's got just the purest heart and like is one of those few people that just truly believes in Tone the Boss and what I'm capable of and gets pissed when I'm not reaching my potential. So, after the Give Me My Ring stuff happened, like I said, to me, that was the stars aligning and luck and consistency and just having a good team that just kept pushing. Absolutely. A lot of things happened that even led to me making the record Give Me My Ring. And then for the record to do what it did was one thing. So we could have stopped there and been happy with that.
Right.
But this was a combination of my humbleness, hustle, and networking. I reached out to everybody a part of the video team for Give Me My Ring just to say thank you.
Right.
Like I didn't want nothing at the time.
Right.
So it was, man, this has changed my life. This has changed the trajectory of my career. Thank you so much, like, for picking my song. Yeah. And I found the main person. And when I got to the main person that was part of the decision, I was like, man, you could have picked any other song. You chose mine. And he's like, I can't take that on by myself. We were given 12 songs to pick from. You were one of the top 12. And the actual Golden State Warriors chose Give Me My Ring. Yeah. They said this one is the one. So don't give me all the credit. I'm like, motherfucker, you got me there. I'm thanking you. Right. You can thank them for me. Or if you want to give them my number, they can call.
Stuff my number.
I said, what up? So from then on, like, dude was like, yes, let's work together again. Like, your music's good. It's amazing. The whole team loves you. I was like, oh, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah. And then they do a podcast and they're all shouting, shout out to Tone the Boss. We love them out here. So I thank them for that. And I was like, if y'all ever have something else come up, we just had Keegan Murray at the time come up. I sent them that song. They were like, that is super dope. Yeah, if he does anything, we'll definitely use the song. That's good to know. And then so we're just talking, and then we just shoot the shit here and there about nothing, just conversations. But it's keeping those relationships open. And then finally, I'm like, hey, you like top 5? Here's my latest song, Victory Lap. And then he stopped responding. And I was like, shit, okay. He thinks I'm just trying to throw. And at that point, I mean, it is part of my job to market myself, obviously. And it's an opportunity and, somebody I'd love to work with again. I was like, just in case Golden State wins again, here's this song. Let me know what you think. Right. A month goes by of no response, and I figured it was just dead at that point. And it's all good. All I wanted to do was thank him. A month goes by. Kansas City gets to the Super Bowl. One ref makes a shitty call, and we got Super Bowl champions in Kansas City, miraculously the same city that video team is from.
It's crazy.
So not even 24 hours removed from the Super Bowl, I get the message from the dude, hey, love the song Victory Lap. It's absolutely perfect. For Kansas City. And I'm like, I didn't tell him, but I'm like, I didn't even think you liked the shit or even clicked it, let alone it was the first thought you had in the next 24 hours of what's to come. Like, so for me, the stars just really aligned for Kansas City to win, for that team to be there, for them to chose Give Me My Ring, but me also to build that relationship. Yes. And again, that was a Chuck thing. Man, you need to hit him up. You need to find him. All right, here's a list of names. It's one of these guys. Hit each and every last one of them up. And I did. Yeah. And, building that relationship led to me sending them Victory Lap. Otherwise, I forgot that they lived in Kansas City. So I wouldn't even have put those things together. Right. And it like, for real, the stars just aligned.
That's awesome.
So, I give them the go-ahead with the record. They're like, cool, we can cut out the middleman, so we'll get you paid directly instead of paying a service and all that. So I was like, cool, that's great. And then I call Silence first. Like, you got to call the people bro, this just happened. And he's like, cool, so when you said the parade's Wednesday? Yeah, so they're going to shoot it Wednesday. So I imagine it'll be out Friday. He said, so what time Wednesday? I was like, I don't know, like parade times, noon something. He's like, all right, well, we'll be there. I just called my job and got up. I was like, what? It's like, well, shit, if we go to the parade, like, let's make it a thing. So I hit up Lyrical, who not only produced Victory Lap, but is like, I would say the top videographer in Iowa. And I'm like, bro, they chose the song, blah, 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 this, that. And he's like, so you'll be at the parade? I was like, yeah. He's like, and at the parade, what could you get? I was like, I don't know, a good time. What do you mean? What can I get? He's like, footage. I was like, footage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Footage. And I was like, wait, do you want to shoot it? He was like, hell yeah, let's fucking go. We're shooting it. I'm like, bet. I'll grab the room right now. Like, all this and that. So, unfortunately, he's got so many prior engagements. And I imagine it for everybody. Like, you find out Monday that they're shooting Wednesday. not all of us. It's the middle of the week. Like it's not possible for us to make it. So he couldn't make it. So I hit my boy Classic, who just shot my How to Rob video. I got to show you that. You'll get a sneak peek of that. So Classic shot How to Rob, and I hit him to come. He's got prior engagements, which we're adults. Like, obviously, you got kids, jobs, all that. He says, well, hold on. I know people out there. I'm like, what does that mean? He finds a videographer within like the hour.
Whew.
And then I'm talking to the videographer. He's showing me the footage. It's fire. I'm like, bro, it's Monday. I ain't got paid off this yet. My gigs are weekend gigs. I live off my weekend gigs. I ain't got big money to pay you. But Lyrical said he'd edit it. I'm like, okay, bet. So we got the shooter. We got the editor. What are you going to charge me to shoot it? He hits me with the number. And I'm like, damn, I got to let Classic down because I ain't even got that right now, especially if it's not even coming with an edit. Like, that don't even, like, bro, we'll shoot this shit by ourselves. Like, so I hit Classic like, yeah, he wanted this. And before I could tell Classic I ain't got it, he says, check your Cash App. So not only is he not making it, he found the videographer and then threw down on a video for a song he's not a part of. Like,
teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Like, in all aspects, it's unreal.
That's
so, after that, so it's just me and Silas in the car. Lyrical can't make it. I'm like, bruh, we need to bring the team. This is about to be a moment. We're about to shoot a video. And at the end of the day, even if we just go to the parade, cool. I'm cool with that. Like, a parade's going to be dope.
Parade,
like, it's a Super Bowl. I ain't been in a Super Bowl parade. Like, and my song's going to be played on this. So maybe we can get in their footage somehow. Who knows? So we hit up Tevin. Tevin's down. Since Classic Lyrical can't make it, we got an extra seat. Well, on that song, one of the big things I did was mention Ike Midas. Got my ring now. Shout out Michael Hicks. I mentioned all the great Michaels, and then I made sure I threw my boy in there because when we did Give Me My Ring, bro, like not only did it go crazy, but one thing that like actually hurt me about that song and its success is a lot of times they would only credit Tone the Boss
and not Ike.
Yeah. And like that song would not have been that big without him. Like me and Chuck started coming up with the hook, but it was supposed to be something completely different. It started as a song about Give Me My Ring Back, and like and then it became a sports anthem, and then Ike came in with the lit verses and just the energy.
Fire verse.
Him and Lou were actually in the room when we were like making it an anthem. Lou was actually supposed to be on the song too. Shout out to Lou Kane.
Ooh, we did a remix.
Yeah, that might have been the worst studio session he ever walked out of. He won't be doing that. What y'all doing? Y'all writing? You recording? Like, I live here now. But so when that song blew up, like, and his name wasn't mentioned on all the stuff, or like I was giving interviews, and like when I do interviews, I try to shout out everybody, and a lot of times they will just cut out when I start name dropping. Like, they're like, we don't know who that is, like, or whatever, or we're just talking to you. So, at the time, I just kept feeling bad. It kept happening over and over. I'm like, all right, I'm putting this fucking name in the song. So, you ain't taking that out. And then also, I hit him up. He just lost his mom a couple weeks ago. My condolences for that. Absolutely. And I was like, bro, you probably need a getaway, do something fun. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the record we did together. Can you make this trip? Is it doable? So he get in the whip, Tevin in the whip, Derek in the whip. We all riding the KC.
A whole lot of gang shit on the way to Kansas City.
And then, we got the rest of the team, the people we recently added this year to T1. And we like, hey, they invite us to everybody. I understand everybody's working. Like, I think out of the 5 that were going, I think 4 of them had to work. 4 of them got work off.
Nice.
And they drove separate, and we was in Kansas City deep. Like, nice. And not only were we just out doing what we do, which is just have fun, but we're always still networking. But we found a way to make it fun and productive. So we're at a bar the night before the parade just to kind of see what Kansas City is. And Tevin got this thing, man. It's hilarious to me, but it works. This is proof it works. He will just go up to motherfuckers and start singing. Yeah. Like, man, woman, whoever, the bartender. So we're getting drinks, and I come back to get the drink, and he's singing to this dude. And I'm like, I just don't get it. Like, because if somebody walks up to me and asks me to rap, I'm not doing it. Like, I don't know why. I think it's a pride thing. Like, hey, bro, don't just.
I get paid for that.
Yeah. Go ahead and dance. Oh, hold on, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but this is the importance of it is he did this to this random dude. We didn't know what he brought to the table. And I've been trying to tell everybody, like my latest saying is like, everybody is somebody.
Yep.
Like they're connected. They can help you. You can help them. They might need you in ways they don't know yet. And you might need them in ways you don't know yet. You know, it's up to the universe to decide when it's time. But the more people you have in your corner, the more opportunities you have for people to help you in ways you didn't think they would. So he sings to this dude. This dude tells us, hey, man, I'm a DJ tomorrow at the parade. We're like, what the fuck? We're going to the parade. You know, I got this little bar. It's a day bar going. Stop in here and, you know, we'll turn up. I'll play one of you guys' songs. Ooh. Tevin's the man that initiated the conversation.
Right.
I would have sent one of my songs or, you know, anything. He said, here's Tone's info. Tone, send him Victory Lap. That's the song we're out here for. Could have just took the moment.
Right.
I rightfully so. Like, he don't owe me anything.
Right.
So we get him Victory Lap. We get to the parade. The parade is crazy. Yeah. Like I that's a whole nother story, just the parade experience. But I'm gonna try because I'm long-winded for this because I'm excited. I'm still reliving it. Yeah. But we end up finding the bar, finding the DJ. He's playing with the speakers to the parade. So as the parade's walking down the street, he's playing the music. I'm like, bro, can you play the song? Like he's like, bro, I'm about to head out, but I got you. So like we caught him. Like he had 2-3 songs left before he was done for the day. So just again, the stars align. We walk up to him. He says he'll play the song. He's like, I'm like, hey, can I hold the mic because my videographer's here and it'll just look like I'm performing it. He's like, well, I want you to introduce a song at least. Ooh, I'm like, well, at least, like, what? Like, is it cool if I perform it? He's like, hell yeah, that'd be the dopest shit ever. Or I have no voice. Yeah. I'm horrible with my lyrics. Like, I write that shit, record it, and never remember a single word. I've done this song about 12 times already just for shooting the video, and I still didn't know the fucking words. I got on that stage and Derek's like, about time you learned your fucking words.
Perfect time.
I had to do that shit verbatim. I got the whole bar standing. I got the owner, the bartenders come out. They're twerking. We got people on the street stopping, learning the song, screaming Victory Lap. Like this was like the most important performance I could have that was not planned, not in the cards. And like people have been asking me when they found out I was going to the parade, are you performing? Are you performing? And I in my heart, I wanted to say no, but I'm like, I don't know yet. Yeah. It's not in the cards yet. Right. And I just kept that little bit of optimism and that little bit of hope. I feel like once I say no, it's not going to happen. Yeah. So if I even trick myself to thinking there's a chance, once that chance strikes, we're going to take it. Absolutely. And we did. Yeah. So, you know, there's that. The video drops. 100,000 views within 24 hours. The Kansas City Sports Commission tweets it. The Chiefs retweeted. It's going nuts right now. I'm getting messages from people. I think I heard it here. I think I heard it.
I was gonna say, like, I was watching the slam dunk contest the other night, and I think I might. I can't say whether it was. I kept like rewinding it. I was trying to slow mo and all this shit. I'm like,
I still haven't confirmed. I ain't get a check for that. So you know,
look, I was watching it, and then instantly, like this morning, I saw somebody either tag you in or you shared it or something. So then I was like, I thought I heard that shit, right? And then so I'm looking at my wife. I'm combing through YouTube now. Like I'm combing through because I'm like, I know I heard that shit. Like I know I'm not tripping. So I mean, it's definitely.
I think so. Other people told me they heard it at the end of the Super Bowl. They heard "Give Me My Ring" at the end of the Super Bowl
in the stadium.
Yeah,
and I thought I heard it there too, and I was like, I'm just hearing it everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if we going crazy collectively or we're just manifesting this.
No, I think it's out there. And I think I love the story because it's a great example of what God has in store for you. Can't nobody get in the way or block that. You're the only one. Exactly. Because the only one that's going to block that for you is you. Exactly. So if you're open to that and you're just, like you said, I didn't say no because then it would have been no and that's it. So I said, I don't know yet. That's not I don't know that's not in the cards yet, but we'll see. And then
happens.
Yeah.
And it was so like on our way out. Like we were done. We got all the footage we wanted. and we're like, oh shit, that's that club. And then he was on his way out. If we would have did anything else, one more thing, somebody's got to go to the bathroom or get food or anything could have happened, and that doesn't happen. Tevin not singing to that dude that night, it doesn't happen. Silence not saying we're going to the parade, and his job saying, no, you can't get off tomorrow. All this doesn't happen. Like, you can't, like, bro, like, I'm such a believer. Like, I know the cool thing is like, no, I don't have religion or whatever. Like, bro, my shit is, I'm a big believer because I've witnessed it. Yeah. I've seen what God can do. That's not, the things that's happening to me is not shit that man can orchestrate.
Nope.
Like, I could have planned and did everything I could to make all this shit happen, and it just, it doesn't happen like this.
Absolutely.
Like, I wrote down on my notepad the other day, like, where this all started, and it's like, it's just, it's crazy, but it's like, if I didn't fuck up one night and go out and get in a fight with my wife that ended my fucking marriage, I wouldn't have wrote an album. I wouldn't have came out of music. I would have still been in one house where I thought I had everything and I could work and do business and not get my studio and then not end up in this dope ass studio and we not drop this album and not have that song, Give Me My Ring, and not, submit that song everywhere and then it fucking doesn't lead to where we're at now.
Right.
It's like one misstep, one thing you do right or wrong leads you away, and then these things don't happen. So I'm a strong religious believer. Like, I don't follow the best way I should. I'm not a perfect Christian, but you can't tell me God ain't real. Like, I've seen it. I've witnessed it. This doesn't happen this way, like, to nobody.
And let's be real, too. Like, it doesn't happen without work. Like, absolutely 100%. Like, I tell people this all the time. Around in this area, this man is one of the most hardworking motherfuckers around here. I swear to God. He is always in the studio, or he's on a damn road trip on his way to another city, or he's hopping a flight. And if you follow the Tone Chronicles, you know when this man hops a flight, it's gonna be some shit attached to it. It's gonna be a story every time.
Boy, I flew one time with Tevin. I'm gonna save it because me and Tevin working on a podcast. But that motherfucker was sweating. I'm just whistling and just dragging my feet and just, man, if we miss it, that's God's plan. He's like, bro, I ain't with all that. Like, bro, we supposed to be here 2 hours early. We got 2 minutes. We good. We're not.
Like, I'm used to this shit.
We're at security still.
He's like, don't worry about it. How I roll is we gonna miss the flight, and then we gonna roll up and they're gonna say, oh, we got this one getting ready to go, and you guys got first class. You're good. Don't worry about it. That's the kind of shit that happens.
Catching the first flight is weird, bro. Like, why you?
That's the kind of shit that
Derek
happens.
Be on my ass about it too, man. I'm such a believer that you'll get to where you need to be when you're supposed to be there.
Absolutely.
Like, time is not a real concept to me. Like, I it's no excuse for me being late, and I mean no disrespect ever, but like, everything happens for a reason. You will be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. If ever I'm waiting on somebody and I'm late or they're late, this is an opportunity for me to write, plan, organize what we're about to meet about even better and come up with new ideas. Like, you've given me more time to prepare.
Right.
Now it's going to be even better. So like, I take advantage of every minute I can to not only be as productive as I can, but also, like, I'm a big person about helping people. Like, if there's somebody that I can help right before I walk out the door or, right before I make this trip, I'm going to always try to make that happen. Like, that's who I am. It's a flaw, but it's also one of those things that it's like, I'm comfortable with who I am.
It's something that you're never going to, like, you won't look back and feel bad
I always
about
tell people, I'm going to try to get better.
I do that,
but I don't think I'm going to try to get better. I really don't. I'm going to tell you that because I genuinely like don't want to offend nobody, but like.
He's like, I'm not a people. The great thing about you is that, like you said, you want to help people.
Yep.
Like, you could have went, we talked about this a little bit, you could have easily, you got that phone call, you could easily just been gone.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But you were like, nope. I got to get the whole team. I got to get the whole team out here. And like you said, you give them the opportunity if they can't make it because people have lives, they can't just drop everything and go. Understandable, but at least you reached out, you gave them an opportunity. You're on the Gazette. I read the article, great article.
Thank you.
Love that it could have just been you. It could have just been you in the article, but no, you talk about your business partner, Silence. You talk about the whole team and the people that you're at in that place, and then they had a picture of the whole team, and then they named the whole team, and so like you got your people sharing it, and they're excited because they're like, hey, look at me, I'm in the Gazette. And as they should be, they should be. You should be proud of that recognition. You should be proud of the fact that you got your song played on the platform that you got it played on, and that now you're able to capitalize off that momentum and also bring people with you and like shine some shine on them as well. I tell like outside of here, like my 9 to 5, I run a department, and I tell my team all the time, I don't shine if y'all don't shine. Y'all shine, I shine. I shine, you shine. You know what I mean? And that's, as a team, that's how it should be. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you what, right now, T1 shining.
Thank you.
T1 is shining. They shining kind of bright. I had to put my shades on when I pulled up in there. Like, you know what I mean?
We try.
So talk a little bit. I know we've talked before about like T1 and how that came apart with Derek and all that. But I want to go back because you're not from Cedar Rapids originally. You're from Chicago. You lived here. You're kind of like me because I'm from Hammond. So I grew up like my first half of my life over there, but then my second half, I've probably spent more time here in Iowa now than I did over there. Talk about what it was like to come over here with that influence and that musical influence, and then it's hard over here because we don't have a lot of we're behind. We're behind the trends a lot. So we got to travel, outside and kind of bring those here. So talk about how difficult it's been to establish your voice as a force in hip hop in the Midwest, because it is. Let's be real. Like the numbers that Tone the Boss is putting up, the numbers that Silence over here in the corner over here, Silent is putting up, like they're numbers that have to be talked about. So talk about what it's been like for you to make that voice and for you to be a presence here in the Midwest.
I love this. This is the best because I don't get asked too much about it a lot. And part of the reason is my fault. Is somebody asked me where I'm from, just saying Iowa now, because this is home. I was born in Chicago. I lived there my childhood. Went back several times. Went to the Illinois Institute of Art. Went to Dunbar High School for a year. So it's a huge part of my life. I love my Chicago upbringing, the lessons I've learned from Chicago. But two things happen. There's two paths to take when you come from specifically Chicago to Iowa. There's the path of, you look at everybody like, y'all some bitches. Y'all don't know what we've been through. I'm about to be the most hood motherfucker ever. I'm going to run this. And then there's the path that I took. The path that I took is, I know how shitty it was out there. I know all the bad. I know all the hood shit. And I want nothing to do with that shit ever again. When people talk about it, that shit, it's the biggest turnoff ever because I've seen it. My uncle Lewis, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life. He was shot outside of his house out there, just being home, bringing in fucking groceries. Like, so I don't like hearing about the gangbang and the shooting and all that shit. That shit does, like, it turns me off because I witnessed so much of it that I can't glorify it in a regular conversation. But in music, I fucking love gangster rap. That is my, I love writing it. I love tapping into that Chicago style and like, all right, this is what I would do, but in real life, I don't own a gun. I don't want a gun. I know what my anger brings and I know what I've been taught. So I just know that once you put me in that situation and the way that a lot of people look at me and what I'm doing, they want an opportunity, to catch me slipping, really. And I'm a person that I probably would react. I just did a song for Devonna Walker not too long ago, and one of the lines specifically, like, she's gone, rest in peace. But one of my lines is, she did exactly what I would have did, and now she's gone. And even knowing the outcome that what happened to her, I think I'd still 10 out of 10. 10 still running up. Still running up. Like, and it's sad, and it's something that's kind of ingrained in us. So me coming from Chicago, like I said, there was the two different paths I could have embraced. I'm from Chicago, and live that life and bring that here, or I could look at the opportunities Iowa has for me to raise a family, for me to literally, it's so cliche, but literally I found out here I can be all I can be. I thanked my ex-wife the other day that, if it wasn't for her and us, like our union together, I wouldn't have realized that literally anything is possible.
Absolutely.
Like we had a fucking a little mini mansion. Did you ever come to the house?
Yeah.
That motherfucker was a little
beautiful.
mini mansion, like an
Beautiful.
8-bedroom. Like that motherfucker was lit. So I would never imagine having that coming out of a 1-bedroom project apartment with 9 people living in there.
Shit.
That's the life that I lived in Chicago. I don't ever want to glorify that shit.
Yeah.
So when I come out here and I got a career, 401ks, health, dental, like, and then a wife, a beautiful wife with kids, like,
beautiful
you know,
home.
like that was the dream until it wasn't, until I realized I could do so much more, you know? So like that was, and I'm so grateful for that life that I had with her. Like, you know, me and her, we're off and on whether we even like each other. So she caught me on a good day. She's very supportive, very supportive. But like, you know, because of that situation, I realized that I could do so much more with my music.
Yes.
You know, once we split up, I was like, now I can focus on my music and not feel guilty about it. Now I can chase my dreams. I can quit this 9 to 5 and just follow my dreams without, damn, I got all these people depending on me. I got somebody that's going to yell at me and treat me like I ain't shit because I'm just chasing my dream. Because I knew hard times was to come. Like I knew I had to get to rock bottom in order to get to where I'm at now. And it's not the top, but I'm definitely on my way.
You on your way.
So, you know, I'm grateful for my experiences in Chicago and what it's taught me. And I do tap into that for a lot of my music. But at the end of the day, I am as Iowa as it gets. I fucking drive a pickup truck. I listen to fucking radio pop music, sing rock like as loud as I can. You know, I love people. I love the concept of being Iowa nice and just helping people and being a neighbor. Like I love everything about Iowa. Like this is home. And I've tried to leave several times. I moved to Atlanta for 6 months. I moved to Texas. I used to want to move to Arizona, but this is home. And what people miss is the fact that Iowa is full of so many opportunities.
Absolutely.
You had mentioned about, and this is a way I was thinking too, is we got to like travel to see good shit. We got to leave to get good city experiences. And then one quote I always try to say in like all my interviews is I used to say somebody should do something about that. Then I realized I am somebody.
You are that somebody.
And therefore we got Iowa Music Awards, Iowa Summer Jam. You know, we're trying to get big names out here and we're getting the biggest venues and we're making these artists that, you know, don't get gratitude feel like stars. The stars that they are. Like they deserve to feel that way because they're working probably harder than a lot of people in the industry that were just in the right place at the right time.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk about that because here's the thing. First of all, I want to go back and circle back to, I love how you said you're not a gangster, but you love gangster rap. Because I feel like coming over here, if staying over there in that area, right? Because like I said, I'm from that area, so I know how it is. So staying over there, you like you said, you couldn't be the tone that you are now. Because I want to say you're Blurred, right? For those that know Blurred, black nerds, they love anime and all that shit, right? And I'll be having a podcast with like some very popular Blurreds from called Geek Set Podcast. So I don't know if you follow them, dude. You need to get a hold of them because they're actually doing a series with Charlemagne.
What?
Yeah, they just got picked up to do a series with Charlemagne the God for Blurred culture, and they're based out of Milwaukee. So I'm actually gonna be doing an interview with them, and I think I might have you come in here so you can because they're actually really dope.
I just need to shake hands.
But the point is like they're that's really popular right now, you know, right? That's up and coming, and I feel like had you stood over there in that area, like you couldn't be open about like an anime. You know what I mean? Because they'd be like, man, you fucking pussy. You know what I mean? Like you know how it is over there.
You get beat up and shot up for shit.
Right.
Like that.
But over here you can say I like anime or I like, you know, superheroes or, you know, comic books or whatever the case may be because it's not that mindset over here. And what I love about it is that it's just you're great at it. You're great at gangster rap, but you're not pretending to be a gangster.
Not at all.
There's plenty of artists out there, mainstream as well, who they're rapping about that life and they're pretending to live that life, and then they're finding out that it's a life they really don't want any part of it.
At people and saying yes, ma'am.
Yeah, right.
The first chance they get.
Exactly, and it's like, come on, you don't have to. I love that you're saying right now, I don't have to be a gangster to rap about this because I'm from that area. I've seen it. I've lived it firsthand. So while I might not be a gangster, I might not be toting a gun, I've seen plenty of them. I've been and lived around plenty of them. And it's something that you can speak on because it's something that you lived. And you do it very well. You do it very well, and it's funny because you hear his music, and you know you got a song like you said. I'm gonna get to see the video here a little bit later. I can't wait to hear, but it's getting played. They're getting some airplay tonight on DJ K Young's mix. But you ain't robbing motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like you ain't out there robbing.
I'm good on that.
He's like, I'm good on that.
I help people get money. I'm the opposite of how to rob.
See, and that's what I'm saying. He's the perfect example. He's an entertainer. He's an artist.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So he's not out pretending that he's a gangster. He's not. He's just saying, hey, this is what I've experienced. This is what I've seen. This is what I've, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I'm not glorifying it. I'm not saying to go do it. I'm just telling you that this is what
entertainment.
It's entertainment.
It's
and
like
take
watching
it
an action movie.
Absolutely.
Like nobody should feel bad for watching an action movie, and nobody should be like, Denzel's the most gangster motherfucker. Right. No, he's about his bag. Exactly. He can portray that character like a motherfucker.
Exactly.
And that's what art is. That's what music, movies, entertainment is art. You know, it's an expression. Like these emotions that I have are real, but I'm not acting on everything that I write down. Yeah. But they're influenced by something. They come from somewhere, whether it's an experience I've seen or a movie scene that I'm creating. Like that's every song that I do, I want to tap into a certain character for that song. I want to play that role, but I don't know. Right. I did an album where I did give all of me, the genuine me, and there's not a single violent shoot 'em up or none of that type of song, but it's also, it gets really dark, depressing, but it's very honest. Right. So, you know, I did experiment with that, and that is what, you know, spawned a lot of great opportunities for me. But I love my gangster rap.
Yeah, and it's popular. It's a popular genre. You know what I mean? Like it's entertaining to say the least. But aside from being the artist and being, you know, the CEO and the businessman, you talked about your family. You are a fantastic father.
Thank you.
It is absolutely adorable.
If only both my baby mamas agree.
Well, you know, that's baby mama. Sure. You know, they love you, they hate you. It depends on the day. That's just that's life. Yeah. But I've seen you with your daughter. I've seen you. She loves you, like lights up. I've seen, you know, you do the daddy daughter dances, and you guys do the daddy daughter date nights, and I love it because I have a daughter, and we talk, and my daughter has the same relationship with her father, and me and my wife talk about it all the time. For a girl, that's your first love. Yeah, you mimic your future relationships based off of that first relationship, that father-daughter relationship. And for lots of us that we grew up in places that we didn't have fathers, you can see those relationships, you know, you can see the kind of the struggle. So I love the fact that you are teaching your daughter the right way to be loved.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And like if we because there's especially for little girls of color. Yeah. Especially for, you know, and I'm not, you know, everybody deserves love. So I'm not just saying
but it's so common to come from a broken household.
Yes.
Like, you know, I grew up just off a single mother. And you know, she had 3 of us to take care of. And I didn't meet my biological father till I was 26. And even seeing like the struggles that my mom went through and how hard she had to work at 14, I didn't get kicked out. Like I chose like, hey, I'm already like making money. I think I can survive on my own, and that's less of a burden for you. Right. And she was cool. Like, thank God, you know, she was cool about that. Some parents, no, we gonna figure it out. Like, no, I'm like, she trusted me. She saw my hustle, saw that I was legit about, you know, what I was doing. And then, you know, again, good friend Chuck let me stay with him and his family. And, you know, it's thanks to, you know, it's thanks to that situation that I try to be the father that I'm working to be right now. Yeah. You know, me not having a relationship with my father made me have to work harder and think about things that I have to do for my daughters that I don't want them to go through. You know, I want them to always have somebody that they can call, they can trust, but also somebody they can have fun with and laugh and, you know, just be honest with and, you know, creative and like really push them to be their best versions of themselves. Like, I don't feel like I really had that push outside of my friends to be the best version of me. And then even then we're teaching each other. Yes. You know, so we did have a mentor, shout out my guy, Tony T, who really showed me the values in family and working really hard and then still creating passion. He was our producer, engineer, let us record for free for years. We would have gotten into so much other bullshit and trouble had it not been for this man taking the time away from his family to mentor, you know, a group of lost teenagers that all came from fatherless homes. So, you know, I'm grateful still that I didn't meet my father till 26 because it made me work so much harder and appreciate that absence. And me and him have such a great relationship. I didn't meet him with resentment. Where were you? Like none of that shit. I made a song about it. It's just addressing questions that I had, but it wasn't, I still have never yelled at him. I've still never raised my voice. I've never questioned, we've had brief conversations on why he wasn't there. And I'm just grateful that he's here now.
Absolutely. So, that's beautiful.
But I don't want my daughters to go through that.
No. And I don't think they ever will. And I do. I think it's absolutely adorable when I see you post stuff with your daughter. I see you guys out in public.
I'm glad you said that. I stopped for a minute. Like somebody said some shit about a Facebook dad, and that shit
You're not a Facebook
pissed
dad.
me off. Like
there are Facebook dads.
Yeah, there are Facebook dads. So I was like, you know what? I was sharing my daughter, my experiences, like to try to uplift. But if y'all looking at it that way, y'all don't get to see her no more.
No, right. That was probably somebody bitter whose baby daddy don't pick them up at all. So she was salty as hell. Like, why you got your kids and mine over here bothering me? He don't come over here. Because no, I mean, like I said, I know you personally. I know you're not a Facebook dad, and there are plenty. I know plenty of Facebook dads. So you're definitely not one of those.
Thank you.
And I love that. But what I also love is that you talked a little bit about your mentor. You're also doing the same thing. You give back, everything comes full circle. So you did after the Kansas City thing. I saw you came and you went and speak to some students at one of the high schools, right?
Yeah,
Talk a little bit about that. Talk a little bit about that.
So what's amazing is like you said, that's why I knew it was so important to get back to the community. We started the group Big Bang. We was like 14. And Tony T was the head of it, gave us free studio time, free beats, free mixing and engineering, and countless hours for years working with that man. And we obviously learned everything we needed from the music side of it, but I was taken by the mentorship, the family aspect, and the fact that he had his family to provide for and still helped us so much.
Yeah.
We would have been on the worst path ever had it not been for music and not been for, like, let's say he was charging us. Like, if he would have charged us, we probably would have had to hustle to get the money. We probably would have had to do some things at 14 we shouldn't be doing to get the money. And that was so important to us that when we all, like, grew up, had kids, and stopped doing music, we started a nonprofit organization called the Big Bang Foundation. Chuck really led the charge on that. It started with just giving books out to kids, to us doing back to school programs, and then back to school giveaways. And now he runs a few different youth basketball leagues. He did a Lights On program for a couple years where the kids after school could just come in the gym, hang out. I'd play music. And then now we're kind of reincorporating that this year. With these kids, so we're working on a big kickback. We'll be announcing here soon. We got a very doable, reasonable location, and then we have a location that's like a dream location. And I don't want to jinx it, but if that happens, y'all really can't tell me. But we're working on this kickback. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be April 2nd, where we're gonna just have fun activities for the kids, and whether it's just me and the team bringing our kids, nieces and nephews, or if it's the entire city coming out, we'll be ready for all of it, just to have fun and make sure that we're active and being mentors. And then we're gonna start kind of after school program once again through the nonprofit organization. And again, this all stems back from, a guy taking us in at 14, letting us do music and changing the trajectory of our lives and showing us there's other things that we could be doing with our time that's productive and fun. And, now I make a living off of it.
That's awesome. That's amazing. And just like I said, the fact that you're willing to take your time to give back to these kids, you're making sure that everybody else around you is in the position to succeed as well. It's just a testament as to the type of person that you are. Because you easily, like I said, you easily could have grabbed this success and this momentum and just kind of took it for yourself and rode that wave alone.
Right.
But you have your home team right there.
That's the win for us.
We got the kickback coming.
Yep.
What's next for Tone? What are we going to see coming up in the next three to 6 months?
I think I'm going to spoil it. I think I'm going to go ahead and give you the goods. This How to Rob record, I name drop damn near everybody that's anybody in the industry. I'm coming for their throats. Going for the jugular.
I listened to it.
What's wild is I dropped the artwork on Instagram and I tagged 50 celebrities. I wish I could just name a few of them and then you could just guess which one, because only one of them hearted the image. But I'll tell you who it was.
Yeah.
J. Cole.
Oof.
So, and this is no audio, no video. it's already got his attention. So,
playing.
you know, when I give him his bar, if he want to respond, you know, he might be entering a little J. Cole, Tone the Boss beef. I'll take that.
Hey, Cole don't respond to a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people that can get under Cole's skin and that can actually get a response from him. So if you can get a response from Cole, boy.
I'll take a response from anybody that I shout out on this record. And, you know, it's all in playfulness. As mentioned, I am not a gangster. I'm not gonna shoot at you. I'm not gonna get you robbed. But I have I do keep some close friends that are about that life.
He said, not a killer, just surrounded by him.
I got somebody watching me while you watching them, and they're watching you.
Yeah, see, so don't let the nice guy act fool you. He a nice guy, but he got shooters in the cut, yo.
But you know, it's definitely it's not a serious, it's not like a crazy diss. But it's something where I'm doing to pay homage to you know, a couple of celebrities I look up to, and one of the biggest ones is 50 Cent.
Yeah.
He's been a role model on the music side, business side, just this whole everything about him is something that I gravitated to at a young age, and I follow his career as he dips into different ventures, and that intrigues me more than just the music. Like, I love that he's transitioned to shows. I love that he has several books out. I love that he's acted in several big movies. And that's kind of the path that I want to take. But one of the things that I learned from both 50 and Wayne and a few other artists is once you kick that door open, you bring your boys in.
There you go.
You know, 50 brought in G-Unit, Wayne brought in Young Money, Nelly, Saint Lunatics. And let's be honest, a lot of those people in those groups should not be on. They were just the homies. They were down. They put in the work. You know, they might be the shooter, but hey, shooter gets a verse.
Shooter gets a verse, right? Exactly. Exactly.
So we all eating one way or another. And that's, you know, that's something I try to model my career after. So what's coming up next? Like I said, we got the How to Rob record. You know, we just dropped Changes that pays homage to another one of my influences, Tupac, and you know, does the I try my best to honor Devonna Walker with her situation out here. And then the big one. This is the big one I've been hanging on to. My friends get mad at me because I won't drop it. Finally dropping it. It's finally uploaded with a date. I'm just, you know, we got to make sure the labels don't shut us down. But finally releasing the record I got with Trippie Redd.
Ooh, that's the one. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah. See? When you hear that, you're going to know it's really the one. Produced again by Lyrical TMG. Shout out Lyrical, Waterloo. And like, I just love that it's all in Iowa. Like, you know, we're all working together to build something and be great. And it's not just a Tone situation. Like, the Trippie Redd record took a lot of pieces to make happen, a lot of investors and a lot of connections in order to get that record. And I've been sitting on it for like over a year now. There's 4 different versions of it that I've tweaked multiple times. And somehow I went up to Waterloo and connected with Lyrical and got it on like the first take.
Man.
So,
see, what I love about that is it's a testament to how humble you are, because most artists, especially artists that haven't quote unquote made it yet, would have ran all over the place. I splashed that shit all over social media. And as soon as the fucking track came in from Trippie, as soon as he got the email, they would have been all over the place. They would have been all over the gram, all on the stories. We here, we made it. You know what I mean? Like, and you've been sitting on this motherfucker for a year and ain't nobody you writing all this momentum and this success from like, it's crazy to think like the successes come and that hasn't even been dropped yet. You got a feature from a major artist. He's you know, people, you know, Trippie's out there.
And that happened before the WNBA picked up Give Me My Ring, before the NBA, before the NFL, like, you know, and that's what they like. Chuck's like, what are you waiting on? I'm like, it's kind of like my ace in the hole, my trump card. Like, it's something that I have that I'm in control of, but I haven't been in control of these other moves that's happening.
No, I like it.
But I know that I'm putting in the work where these things should be happening, but I just can't predict them. But with this record, it's like, this is it. This is the money. Like, when you hear it, like, and I'm not saying once we drop it, we're going to get 1 million views.
No, but
when you hear the music,
then you know.
you know it's the one.
It's kind of like when you're playing spades. Anybody that plays spades, you don't just bust out right away with the ace of spades. You know what I mean? Like you got to lead up to that.
What about these other cards? I got all these other.
Right. I got these other books first. Yeah, let me get these. Yeah. So, yeah. No, I love that. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear that as well.
Mixtape with Who Kid too. Almost forgot because I've been sitting on that for a minute.
You didn't get the mixtape.
Co-hosted K Young. Shout out Young.
Shout out
that
Young.
Shit is. We just been working, and I had several different release dates for the Who Kid tape, but like I'm trying to show my team this too. Is I'm all about rollouts now. Yeah. Like I used to be that guy that just wants to give you everything all at once. Boom, 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 but if you do a rollout, they can appreciate everything you do. Everything is meticulously planned, and everything means something. Versus you drop and never talk about it again. Right. Like we cannot do that anymore. No. And we shouldn't. I can't allow the people I'm working with to do that because it's a disrespect to yourself. How much work did you put in to make that song, to make that album? Right. How much money did you invest? How much time away from home did you spend? How many friendships or relationships you've had issues in, and sacrifice to put a project together, and then you drop it and don't talk about it again. Like we can't do that. Don't do that to yourself. I'm not allowing that. Like, so what's our plan? When are we dropping? What are we promoting? How do we build up to it? Who's our target audience? Who are the tastemakers? Like, let's make it count. Let's get these people involved and invested, and then do the damnedest we can, like the best we can to get it out there and in the right hands. That's going to make a difference.
Love it. I fucking love it. So then we got that coming up. We also got the T1 anniversary.
Yes,
soon, right?
Yes.
Right?
We're calling it the Victory Lap Party now.
Yes,
it's our Victory Lap. 5 years. Like we've been doing this for a hot minute.
Feel like you just started.
It really be. You blink. We were just in the basement talking about we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Now we've done this, that, and everything we've talked about. So it's time to celebrate. It's time to bring it back home. If I could have brought everybody to Kansas City, I absolutely would have. I can't do that, but I can do something here.
Oh,
I
now
can
we're
get
bringing
us
the party
all together
to the
here.
city.
Yeah,
we're bringing the party to the city.
I
love that you said
together.
you want this to for real feel like a party.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You want to celebrate. You want everybody
We will
to have
have performances, but it's gonna be different. I'll tell you that. It's not gonna be just anybody just with a mic. Like I got something very special in store for the performance aspect. Me personally, I'm not big into performing, but I am gonna perform at this because of what we've been building, because we're doing something special. But it's really to celebrate and give back and give these people a party, give these people a show, and let them know that I appreciate them. This ain't about just a night out. This is me trying to show my appreciation. The very first T1 launch party, we did nothing but free alcohol. Like everybody drank, got toe up. You can tip if you want to. If you don't, we don't give a damn. Turn up. We're celebrating what's to come. Was the launch party. This party, this 5-year anniversary, which is technically our 6th party, but it's the 5-year anniversary. This is we did it, and it's not the I did it, T1 did it. We did it with the city's support, with every last producer, videographer, photographer, podcast interview. That's all of us building something. Even if we can do an interview that gets 2 views, but you've built the confidence in me to talk publicly about certain situations, or I'm able to reflect and think back, or now I love doing interviews. I got to book more. It's that hunger, and it really takes a village to build something this special, and I feel like we built that village. Absolutely. But we couldn't have done it alone. So let's celebrate it. Friday, March 31st. Olympic Southside Theater. Ooh. Turn up. We got VIP bottles, bottle girls. We got people flying out from Arizona, Texas, LA, Phoenix. Bro, we turn up.
Yeah, and y'all know the Voice is hosting, so you need to come have fun, because we about to turn the fuck up, y'all. I've been all on the internet trying to look at shit. I'm like, okay, so Tone said we got to turn this up. All right, let me see. I'm planning already. So yes, make sure y'all put that on the books. Friday, March 31st, because we are gonna turn the city up. Get your best glow gear, because we gonna come out and shine.
Glow
up. He said, it's a glow up. T1 Entertainment definitely on their glow up. We doing victory laps all through the fucking city, y'all.
Let's go.
I know you a busy man, so we could talk all day. I'm not gonna hold you up. We gonna wrap it up. Tell the people really quick where they could find you if they already ain't following
So
you.
I got something for you too. I'm gonna give them my socials real quick, and then like I said, I'm gonna air this episode as a talking top tier guest episode as well. So I'm gonna have some questions for you. So real quick, before we get to the social medias, we got this game we play, This or That. Have you ever seen it? Heard of it?
A little bit, yeah. Okay. I got a little bit of it.
One word answers.
Okay.
You get to pick one or the other, and I may ask you to elaborate, but you cannot elaborate unless I ask you.
Okay, perfect.
Be quick about it.
All right.
Don't try that both. Don't try that neither. I need an answer.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Humble or prideful?
Prideful.
Streams or followers?
Streams.
Cheat on your girl or get cheated on?
Ooh, cheat on.
Savage. I won't have you elaborate. What's more important, who you know or what you know?
Ooh, what you know.
Elaborate.
Because I feel like who you know, it's, and you can get in the building just because I know that person. Like if I know Tone and Tone got the hookup to go in the building, then cool. But if I know my shit and I know what I'm doing, then I can get in that building and other buildings on my own.
Ooh, I like that. So me and Derek got something we always say. It's not who you know, it's what you know. But who you know can get you in the room.
Absolutely.
What you know will keep you there. So
like
everything you just said
like
is
that.
like right in line.
I like that.
And then Bo James was on here the other day, and he was like, and it's not even who you know, it's who knows you. I was like, ooh, shit. Damn, you done added a layer to that.
Right. You done layers to this shit.
All right, pick one. Monogamy or poly?
Monogamy.
Elaborate.
I'm jealous. I want what's me to be for me. I don't want something that everybody else can have. If everybody else can have it, then you can have it.
Facts. All right, what's more important, to be honest or preserve the friendship?
Ooh, be honest, because if you're honest, that's gonna preserve your friendship. Sorry,
I was about to say,
I'm sorry.
She pulled a fast one, y'all. What would you rather have more of, friends or business partners?
Friends.
Friends, how many of us have? What's more important to you, street cred or business rep?
Ooh, business rep.
Would you rather have a tough relationship or have it easy being single?
Tough relationship.
I like that answer. All right, Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Low body count or experience? What do you prefer with your partner?
Ooh, low body count.
Hey, she said she don't like sharing.
I told you.
Everybody can have it. I don't want it.
I'll teach you.
You can learn. We're going to learn today.
We're going to learn today.
All right. Do you believe in split accounts or shared bank accounts? That's a tough one.
Oh, I have both, so I can't, I'll always say split.
And elaborate.
I'll say split because even though I have both, have your own shit. As much as you might think like you're in love and that this and this and that, have your own shit, because
you can be in love with an idiot.
Right? Yes, you can be in love and still have your own shit. You said elaborate. Perfect example. Both me and my wife have our own separate accounts. Yeah. We have a shared account. Yeah. Our direct deposits go to our separate accounts, and then we put into our shared account to save and pay bills.
There you go. I like it.
But if she decides to up and leave,
you got mine. I got a backup plan. Okay. Do you think passwords should be shared or private with your partner? I ain't gonna have you elaborate. I ain't gonna start nothing.
No, you don't have to start nothing, because my wife, she'll tell you the same thing. If I feel like I gotta go through her shit, that's already a problem. And same vice versa. If she feels she's gotta get into my shit, then that's already a problem.
Okay.
So she'll tell you the same thing.
Hey, we're gonna lighten the load a little bit. Patron or Henny?
Ooh, Henny.
What's more important, shock value or repeat value?
Ooh. Repeat.
Okay. This next question is the most important question on this list. We're only halfway through, but this one holds a special place in my heart and decides how good of friends we can actually be. So I hope you're ready for it.
Oh, shit.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I don't even like asking this because it could change everything.
It could change my view.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Pancheros or Chipotle?
Pancheros.
Thank you. With a quickness. That's my dog. Hold on. We got to say. Ooh, you scared me. I was like, fuck, please, come on, Pinky. I love you. Don't do this. Shout out to Punch. Yes.
I got to shout them out, too, because, low key, I know a couple of the people around here in the city, and they know me, so they be giving me free burritos. So shout out to Punch.
I fuss with Punch. They should be giving me something. The way I promote that and always build that question, I need that sponsorship.
We going to work on that.
Right. Dave Chappelle or Eddie Murphy?
Eddie.
Elaborate. That was very confident, Eddie.
Because it's Eddie. I mean, come on. You got Harlem Nights. You got Eddie Murphy Raw. You got
Nutty Professor.
I mean, he set the bar. I love Dave Chappelle. I'm not. There's nothing. Even though I'm as a LGBTQ woman, I guess I'm not supposed to because he said some shit. But talk your shit, Dave.
Right. He be going in.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay. Jamie Foxx or Will Smith?
Jamie.
I like it. Cat Williams or Kevin Hart?
Kevin.
Do you prefer to overplan or go with the flow?
Ooh, I'm more of a go with flow.
Nice. Do you prefer a text or phone call?
Text.
Kanye or Jay-Z?
Yay.
LA or New York?
Ooh, I've never been to both, but I'm going to say New York.
Okay. Windows or Mac?
Windows. Even though I have Macs, teach me how to use it then.
I got you. I will gladly. It is so important for the world
as
to convert.
you look around at all of my stuff, I got a Mac, I got an iPad, I got an iPhone, and then my slow ass is still like Windows because I don't know how to use it.
Windows is what we've been like. We grew up on Windows,
right.
So we were taught Windows.
Right.
But Mac is easier. Once you learn it, it's gonna change your life.
Me,
I will. I promise.
I'm a different answer.
All right, Stone Cold or The Rock?
Ooh, The Rock.
Elaborate, just because I love The Rock.
Just because, okay, so before recently, it probably would have been Stone Cold because I stopped watching like wrestling like a while ago during that time. But then I recently started watching The Rock's show on NBC.
I love Young
and
Rock.
It's hilarious.
It's so
and
fire.
It just made me like fall in love with The Rock. So.
Yeah. And see, I guess I probably should make it more of a wrestling question because when I think of Stone Cold or The Rock, I think of his career and what he's done. So it's like a no-brainer, The Rock for me. But wrestling-wise, it's still The Rock.
See, I need to get back into it because I like fell off for a little bit.
Oh, it's so good. The Rock's cousin right now, Roman Reigns, is doing his thing. It's so fire.
Yeah.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Do or Die or Bone Thugs?
God damn it. Do or Die.
Elaborate.
I'm just from that area, so I grew up listening. Like I got a lot of older cousins that that's what they listen to. Like my brother still bumps Do or Die to this day. Like
and they don't even have that much content out, but like we all still bumping them same songs.
Yep,
that's
same
crazy.
One. So yeah, I'll say Do or Die.
All right, Twista or Tech 9?
Tech.
Education or field experience?
I'll take the education.
Nelly or Luda?
Luda.
Dre or Timberland?
Dre.
Ed Sheeran or Justin Bieber?
I hate saying it because I really can't stand both their faces. But I don't know why. Ed Sheeran has a face I want to punch. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'll say Justin.
Okay. What's more important, punctuality or perfection?
I'm a perfection.
Would you rather deal with a smart ass or a dumbass?
Oh, I'd rather deal with a smart ass. I can't stand a dumbass. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this game.
I love it. Chris Brown or Drake?
Ooh, God damn it. It's another unpopular opinion because I guess he be smacking bitches. But I'm going to go with Breezy.
I love it. Beyonce or Rihanna?
Oh, Riri. That's bae.
Elaborate.
That's bae. Riri's
Elaborate.
bae.
How do you pick confidently Rihanna over Beyonce?
Look, it's just a like a feeling, like the feeling for me. Like when I first saw Beyonce, absolutely beautiful, talented. The voice is just amazing, right? But I've never seen Beyonce and been like, yo, Jay-Z, you better watch out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and she's beautiful, absolutely.
Whoever Rihanna with better watch out.
But Rihanna, and you know what? Like, ASAP, you can stay. You can stay at this point. Like she's so bad. Like I don't give a fuck. You can stay. You cute too.
We'll figure this thing out.
We'll work it out. We'll be all right. But yeah, Rihanna.
I love it. All right, last question. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Ooh, MJ.
Elaborate.
I love Prince, but I mean, come on, it's MJ.
It's the king.
See, I grew up watching. A lot of people don't. I'm about to show my age right now, but a lot of people don't even remember this. But like the Jackson 5 used to have a cartoon.
Yes,
and I used to watch that cartoon.
That's crazy.
Yes,
I remember that.
So. And I'm from, like I said, I'm from Hammond, which is right next to Gary. So y'all know that's where MJ and the Jacksons are from. So yeah, I gotta go MJ.
That's litty. Okay. With that being said, that concludes this episode of Talking Top Tier.
Yeah.
Pinky, where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere at PinkeyTheBrain, PinkeyTheBrain, The Brain, all socials.
Hey, and for the playground, y'all can find me on IG at DJ Tone the Boss, but search me everywhere. Just Tone the Boss, TONEDABOSS. It's Da Boss, not The Boss, not The Boss. It is Da Boss.
Doing top tier things.
T1 Entertainment on all platforms. Shout out my guy Silence in the building. Silence 9SHH. It's 2 H's, right? Not 3. I just like that.
You see the logo all over the
Blinged out.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to David at Mystic Tattoo.
Hey, for real, because that merch you guys got, the T1 and the
Kansas City merch was fire.
For real. Shout out to him.
I can't wait to drop that video.
And quick turnaround, too, I'm assuming, because...
How fast did we get those?
I was going to say, that's quick turnaround.
I got the call from you within 10 minutes. I had the shirts ordered. They were done by 8 o'clock.
Stop playing.
I stopped in there. It was like 4:30.
Stop playing. You see that?
He dropped everything for us and did what he needed to do.
That's how we do.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Top tier things. I'm seeing you got it trending.
Yeah,
hashtag top tier things.
That's the hashtag, y'all. Top tier things. They doing top tier things. They doing victory laps. The city is watching. If you guys haven't downloaded or went and shared the article, make sure y'all go pick up a physical copy.
Yep.
Pick up a physical copy if it's in the physical copy. If not, then share it. Share the article
or
all
just
on the socials or stream the song. Definitely stream the song.
Tone the Boss
Definitely
on all
stream the song.
platforms.
And he got How to Rob dropping soon, the mixtape dropping soon, the Trippie Redd track dropping soon. Come on, man, this man is working.
Changes track is out. That's probably the most important one I have because all the profits are going towards Devonna Walker's family.
R.I.P.
We got her name in the credits on the song. So, the kids will actually get paid. So, you can stream that. You can just keep that playing overnight just to give that money to them. So, I'm taking 0% of the profits on the Changes record. And then there's a video on YouTube, a lyric video that has a direct link to her GoFundMe. So search that one as well. Changes by Tone the Boss featuring Alicia Monet.
And shout out to you for doing that. And real quick though, man, I have to say, because I've been seeing a lot of this everywhere. And for everybody that's listening, I'm just gonna say this real quick. If you lure someone by calling them a racial slur, that is not stand your ground. That is not self-defense. You lured that woman in so you could kill her. And you should be charged. And shame on you for the Lynn County attorney and anybody else that's not charging this man. I've been saying that motherfucker needs to go. Man. So, Lynn County attorney, I ain't even going to say your name because you don't even deserve for me to say your name, but you ain't shit, motherfucker, and you need to go. On that note, Pinky don't hold back. So, on that note, no, shout out to you for doing that because that is a great cause and something that not a lot of people are paying attention to. So rest in peace to her and shout out to everybody that's involved with trying to bring justice to her. We will continue to fight that fight here in Cedar Rapids as well as and bring attention to that all over. Thank you again so much for coming through and stopping through. This was a great interview. I'm saying we got to do this again. I had so much fun. Talking top tier. Make sure y'all check that out. The Playground Talks podcast. Tone the Boss. Victory Laps. How to Rob. We out here, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in. March 31st, we at the Classic Event Center, right? No. Sorry. That was the Olympic.
But nope, I'm going to go ahead and leak that.
Uh-oh, there we go.
We're at Classic Event Center June 30th. And I had to fight to get that one. We're going to talk about why I had to fight later. But June 30th is Iowa Summer Jam. We'll be at the Classic Event Center. But the anniversary party is March 31st at the Olympic Southside Theater.
Oh, yeah, and that's a beautiful venue, too. So, we out here. Thank you so much for stopping by. I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in. As remember the Play Talk. We're going to edit that
Play
out.
Talking to
As always, this is the voice of the Midwest. Thank you so much for tuning in to Top Tier. Say that again.
Talking Top Tier.
There we go.
Hey.
We out, y'all.
Let's get it.